Chris. This is Margie. And this is Hanging with the Family. Heaven is running late, but she'll be in here in just a little bit. I just titled it Disney News because I didn't know exactly everything we were going to be talking about. But I have found a few things to talk about today. But how was your day, Margie?
It was a good day. Very
It was
cold.
a good day? Yes. It was snowing. Did you know it was snowing today?
I did. So
Yeah.
lunch.
Yeah. And and then it's going to be 70 degrees on Monday.
I know. That's
So
cold.
yeah, it's cold. But it's going to be warming up. So I just hope we don't get another winter chill like this like we got today. So
not either.
Right now, it looks like the only person we got in here, which sometimes it pops up all of a sudden, but we got the Disney trash can, Margie.
Hello.
What do you think of his user's name or his channel name?
The Disney trash can?
Mm-hmm.
It's different. I like it.
It's different, yes. Oh, let's see. Wow, it didn't change it. All right. So, we got Chris from Dad's Builds. There he is. Yeah, I just popped up YouTube up on my phone, and everybody always pops up on YouTube faster than they do on StreamYard. But we got Dad's Builds. So, Chris from Dad's Builds. He's one of those guys you got to watch what you say around because he takes the audio clips, gives them to Pete McDevitt a lot of time. Pete uses them on his show. I don't know if he does them for anybody else, but I know he does it for Pete. But other than that, I think he might have got some off of us the other night when we were doing Disney snacks, if I'm right. Top 10 Disney snacks. So, but let's see. So let's see if there's something we can talk about until Heaven comes in here. How about this? I got something for us. If I can get it to come up. 5 biggest differences between Disneyland and its sort of clone, the Magic Kingdom. What do you think they are, Marge?
No clue.
You have no clue?
No.
Okay. Number 1, how to get there. The first big difference between the two parks you'll find happens before you ever actually arrive because the way you get into the park is drastically different. Disneyland, being located right in the middle of Anaheim, is surrounded by hotels, both those owned by Disney and others. If you're staying close by, you can walk right up to the gate of the theme park. Otherwise, you can drive in and park in either one of the large parking lots on one side of the theme park or a parking garage on the other. From there, you can take a bus or tram or simply walk the couple of blocks to the front door. Magic Kingdom is found on the shores of Bay Lake and so getting to that theme park is a bit more involved. While there is a massive parking lot for Magic Kingdom, it will only get you as far as transportation and ticket center. From there, you have a choice to either hop on a bus, take the monorail, or take a boat across Bay Lake to the theme park. If you're staying at a Walt Disney World hotel, the bus heading to the Magic Kingdom will take you directly to the park. You knew that one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's another difference. Liberty Square versus New Orleans Square. Did you know they don't have a Liberty Square at Disneyland?
Yeah, I did.
So in California, you'll find New Orleans Square, which includes 2 major attractions, Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion. The food and music you'll find in the land gives the place a Dixieland vibe that's quite fun. You'll find some of Disneyland's best restaurants here as well. New Orleans Square is found in the back of the park, accessible via either Adventureland or Frontierland, but as the land was originally carved from Frontierland, there's no direct access from the hub. Magic Kingdom, because Florida is so close to New Orleans, it was felt that creating a New Orleans themed area in Magic Kingdom was unnecessary. Instead, the park took inspiration from an unused idea for Disneyland focused on colonial America. Liberty Square is designed to look America in the late 1700s. The Haunted Mansion is still here, but the exterior has been given an overhaul to match this land's aesthetics. Pirates of the Caribbean isn't here, though it can be found in Adventureland. Instead, the second attraction is the Hall of Presidents. Liberty Square is a small land, but it's treated like it's something bigger here, as accessible from the hub. It is accessible from the hub, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The lands you'll only find in one park. While Disneyland Magic Kingdom more closely resembles each other 50 years ago when Disney World opened, that's become less true over time. In fact, there are entire lands now found in one park that you won't find in the other. So in Disneyland, there are 3 different lands you'll find here that you won't find at Walt Disney World, though you'll still find most of what can be found there elsewhere at Disney World. Critter Country, found in the back corner of Disneyland and containing Splash Mountain and Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, is past New Orleans Square, and there is no equivalent location at Disney World. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge also exists at the California Park, but it's not part of Magic Kingdom. The one land completely unique to Disneyland is Mickey's Toontown, where Roger Rabbit's cartoon Spin is located, and many character photo ops are available. Magic Kingdom. While Critter Country doesn't exist in Florida, the 2 attractions found there do exist elsewhere at Magic Kingdom. Likewise, Galaxy Edge isn't there, but a functional identical location does exist at Disney Hollywood Studios. The closest thing Magic Kingdom has to a completely original location is the Storybook Circus area, which is a subland in Fantasyland that doesn't exist in California, and everything, with the exception of the Dumbo, the Flying Elephant ride, is only found here. Frontierland. Both Disneyland and Magic Kingdom have a Frontierland, but of all the differences between the different lands in the 2 parks, Frontierland may be the most notable. The 2 locations share a name and one ride, and the rest is very different. What do you think it is, Marge? What do you think is different? Well, obviously, you know what ride they share.
It's a Small World?
In Frontierland, Margie?
Oh, in Frontierland. Splash Mountain?
No.
No.
Just
Big
said,
Thunder?
no.
I don't know.
Yes, Big Thunder. They just said Splash Mountain's in Critter Country.
Sorry.
All right. So in Disneyland, Frontierland is one of the main lands found in the park. And while only major attractions right now is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, the mirror image of which does exist at Magic Kingdom, the land simply feels more important at Disneyland. It's available right up off the hub, which isn't the case at the other park. Magic Kingdom, by comparison to Frontierland at Magic Kingdom, feels more like Critter Country at Disneyland. It's hidden away in the back corner, and you have to walk through either Liberty Square or Adventureland to even get there. Also, like Critter Country, this is where you'll find Splash Mountain. However, Magic Kingdom's Frontierland does have one thing you'll no longer find at Disneyland: the Country Bear Jamboree. I can't believe they got rid of the Country Bears. All right. What do you think's the next difference, Marge? What is one thing Disneyland has that Magic Kingdom doesn't have?
Oh.
It's a giant mountain with a basketball court in the top of it.
Oh, what is it called? Oh, crap. Hold on. The Matterhorn?
The Matterhorn, yes. Yes. Disneyland, the Matterhorn bobsleds was the first roller coaster built at Disneyland, and the massive mountain still exists today. The attraction has undergone numerous renovations over the years, so it isn't quite the same ride it once was, but the exterior has remained largely unchanged, making the mountain a key part of the Disneyland skyline and even part of the fireworks show. Magic Kingdom. However, the skyline of Magic Kingdom is very different because there is no Matterhorn Mountain, which is not to say that the ride doesn't exist there. One other difference between the two parks is that while they both have a Space Mountain, the rides are quite different. Magic Kingdom Space Mountain is actually more of an evolution on the Matterhorn. So if you want that sort of experience in Florida, that's the place to get it. And those are the differences between Disneyland and Magic Kingdom. Was there any of them that you knew about, Margie?
Well, I knew about the New Orleans and Liberty Square.
Well, you also knew there was a difference of getting there.
Well, yeah.
So let's go ahead. We can go ahead and talk about who else we got in here because we didn't have this many people in here when I started reading. So, of course, we have Disney trash cans here. Dad Builds. We got Bob from One Stop Mouse. Hey, Bob. Let's see who else we got. And that looks like it's it. So, welcome, guys.
Where's
so,
Katrina?
we're just, I don't know. So, what else do we got? I want to try to find something that we can talk about until Heaven gets here. She isn't here yet, is she? Okay. Here, we can talk about this. I've talked about this with Heaven a few times. All right. Should all Disney attractions have a fast pass or virtual queue system?
I don't think they should have a fast pass, maybe a virtual queue system, but
I mean, do you think all of them should have something like that?
not really all of them. I don't think all of them need one.
I don't either. I think your major attractions, that would be good. But I think some of the other attractions, like, I hear Heaven talk about how Fast Pass makes Peter Pan's flight so much longer. And you got to think about it. It does. Because they have a ratio they have to go by.
Mm-hmm.
And that ratio, yeah. You go back and forth on that. Well, from what Heaven's been telling me about Peter Pan's flight is because of the ratio of how many people they have to let in through Fast Pass and then Standby is what causes Standby to be such a long line. So if you were to take away Fast Pass or the way it is right now, the line actually moves a lot quicker. And like she says, otherwise you're waiting a long period of time for a 2-minute ride, she said. Is it 2 minutes or it's got to be over 2 minutes? But yeah, I mean, I don't see anything. I could see Rise of a Resistance obviously right now has a virtual queue, and I think what's that?
I love that ride.
And I think that makes sense. I was really surprised that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway did not have that. I was figuring it would, but we've been in line for that.
It went fast.
It did. Yes, it did. It went
thought it
really
went
quick.
fast.
So I just wonder if what it is they don't have the area at Rise of Resistance, or they don't want to give the land just a look that it's just a line going through it is the reason why they don't do it the same way they do as.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like most of the rides that are like Buzz Lightyear, for instance, I think it goes fast too. It's just nonstop.
Right.
I think the Haunted Mansion line moves quite fast.
Right.
When you're not
Hey,
down.
Birdwell. Do you really think places like Mickey's PhilharMagic or
no, that doesn't need. I don't think that
it's tough to be a bug.
No.
I don't
think so.
You want me to be true? Honestly, I don't even think the Haunted Mansion needs one.
I mean, I think that line goes fairly fast. I mean, your buggy stops quite often anymore, but
well, I meant that most of the times that's because mostly the reason why it goes down while you're on the ride is because they're usually helping, what is it? Handicapped. Yes. So, but yeah, I mean, to me, if a ride constantly moves, there's no need for a fast pass. I mean, so like, rides like Peter Pan's Flight, I don't know, it constantly moves, doesn't it? No, they don't stop it for you to get on. So I would say Pooh, but Pooh does stop for you to get on. What else? Is it Journey Under the Sea with the Little Mermaid? Is that what the one's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's constantly moving.
I could see it for like Splash Mountain, Thunder Mountain Railroad, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yeah.
Things like that. Or maybe even the Indies cars or whatever, the Speedway.
Yeah.
But hello.
But yeah, I think they should. I really don't think they need fast pass everywhere. And I remember when we used to go when we had the fast pass tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You remember they didn't have fast passes for everywhere.
They only had them for fast pass for the Tangled restroom. That thing's always busy.
Fast pass for the Tangled restroom.
That's like the most nicest restroom on Disney property, I think. But there's always a lot of people in the restroom. Yeah, I'm just teasing, but
wow, Margie.
I'm just teasing.
I don't know. I really don't think like Pirates of the Caribbean really needs one.
That one, yes.
Why would you say yes?
I just think it takes forever for people to get on their boat.
Okay, but you got to think how many people can those boats hold?
Probably 20.
And what? And usually they're usually loading what? Maybe. That's awesome, Cynthia. I hope you enjoy yourself.
Time, I think 2 boats at a time.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to think if they can do that. And most of the times we ever get on it, it's always backed up like they're waiting to move forward. You're always.
But then again, I don't mind waiting in line because, I don't know, you're with your family, just make fun. And
yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
One time we played the game on the phone. That really, I mean, that took a lot of time. Like it went fast, I thought, like because we were busy playing a game.
Right.
I don't know. I don't mind waiting in line.
Awesome. Hanging with Gonzo and VP. I wish I got to hang with VP, but I wasn't able to. So VP had the, how would you want to say it, Marge? He had the plague, so he couldn't come to the park to meet us.
Due time, we will meet.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't see like if you go like over to Epcot, I don't see Nemo needing one. Mm-hmm. Soarin', I don't know because you can get so many people in there.
Yeah, I think it's like 90. Does it fit 10 across? And there's 3 rows. That's like 90 people.
Right. But I do see it for Rise of Resistance. I could see it for Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run.
Yeah.
Needing. Yeah. I do see it. I don't know. Maybe for Tower of Terror. But
yeah.
Hey, Heaven. Can she not hear us?
I don't know.
Can you hear us?
I couldn't at first.
Oh, okay. So we're talking.
Fine.
So we are talking about rides that we think could use Fast Pass or virtual queue and rides that don't need Fast Pass and a virtual queue. So we're saying rides that are continuously moving don't need a Fast Pass or virtual queue.
Okay.
We're also saying rides that take on a large amount of people at one time doesn't need a fast pass or virtual queue.
Right.
So we were just talking about the different stuff. I think one of them that we said that I say Soarin' doesn't need one.
No.
Because they take on a lot of people for one ride. And they
Yeah.
have they have multiple theaters in there as well. So they're taking on a bunch of people at the same time. We were saying we can see where Rise of Resistance needs it. We can see where Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run needs it.
So, like, I mean, I don't actually think Millennium Falcon does. Because they also can take on a lot of people at a time.
Well, it is set up. It's set up like a rotor, right?
I don't actually know. I just know that they can take a lot of people. I think I understand what you guys are saying by like rides that are continuously moving, and rides that take on a large amount of people. But like Winnie the Pooh isn't continuously moving; it has to stop to load.
We've said that, yeah.
But I don't think you need a fast pass for Winnie the Pooh.
You don't think so? We were saying we don't think you need one for Pirates of the Caribbean because they're loading 2 boats at the same time most of the time.
Yeah, that's Pirates is like Small World. It's a people eater. You don't need.
What about the Jungle Cruise?
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know. What about Swiss Family Treehouse? Well, we's also talking, there's no reason why Mickey's PhilharMagic or It's Tough to Be a Bug needs anything like that. I mean, and
the Tea Party, you don't need it at the Tea Party.
Right. And they've gone to the point that they've gone so far with Fast Pass so much that now they're using it for Fantasmic so that you can get preferred seats. That's not what the Fast Pass was meant for. It was meant so that you didn't have to stand in line. So, yeah, I think, at least they're not, there's some, at least Disney's whole idea was when they did Fast Pass was people who aren't in line are either buying stuff to eat or they're shopping. That's the way they see it. Where you see like places like Kings Island, who just looks at it as how to make more money.
Universal's the same way. They charge for it. But I think it'll eventually get to the point where Magic Kingdom or where Disney World charges for it.
You think so?
I mean, they already have the Max Pass in Disneyland and they charge for that.
Oh, wow.
True.
But I mean, people would pay for it. Do you know the number of people that ask me on a daily basis, hey, so can I buy Fast Pass? I'm like, hey, no, you can't. I answer a little nicer, but
oh wow. But yeah, I mean the thing is like I was telling your mom, I said it after you were telling me how it affects Peter Pan's flight, you really made me think maybe it's not need to be on every single ride.
And there are a lot of people right now that think that I had a conversation in the queue the other day. I was the person who stood upstairs in Harbor House just to make sure things were continuously flowing and no one fell down the stairs or anything. And I talked to 2 women. The first one who asked me, why are they doing this? Why are we going through this building? And I said, because you're 6 foot distance from everyone. What do you mean? Why are we doing this? You have the physical distance. This is where the line goes. And she said, right, but do you really believe everyone is distancing? And I had to think about that for a second because I've been told that inside the building where we don't have cast members, people aren't. And I'm sure they're not. But then I thought about it and I said, I have to believe they are. Because at a 90-minute wait pre-COVID, this line was still inside the main building. I said, right now at a 45-minute post-COVID, we're standing upstairs in Columbia Harbor House. Right. I said, so there has to be some sort of physical distancing happening in there. And she said, okay, yeah, all right then. The next person I talked to said, why are they doing this? Why can't they need to do Fast Pass? And I said, man, we can't support Fast Pass. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, this is our standby line. What do you think will happen when each ride has 2 lines? Like, we can't support it. And she said, if you do that, then you're gonna have less people on the standby line. And I was like, sure, we're gonna have less people in the standby line, but this is a 45-minute wait. Plus, we're adding Fast Pass. Now we have to make both lines wait while we're merging people and keep them both physically distanced. We can't do it. We cannot support it. And
Not
she said,
gonna
okay,
happen.
so why can't everybody, why can't you give a time for everyone to come back to each attraction? And I said, that we 100% can't support. I said, there are too many parties here for us to support giving a time to each party for each attraction. I was like, and she kept telling me, I said, ma'am, and I know it was kind of mean. And I said, ma'am, I understand that as a guest who comes here, you're looking at this and you're saying this would work. Why wouldn't it? I said, but as a cast member who has worked at this attraction for 3 years, I can tell you that this operation 100% cannot support it. It would not work. I wish it would, but it won't right now. And the example I've started giving is our standby line goes past our Fast Pass entrance right now. If we were to open up Fast Pass, we'd probably be even more understaffed than we already are. B, because we're going to have to add more cast members. B, we're going to have the physical distance through the Fast Pass queue, and they're going to cross. It's going to go like this. This is going to, because our standby line goes here, and this is our Fast Pass entrance.
Right.
There you go. So when people ask, I explain it like that. I say, okay, I want you to take a look over it. It's a small world right now. That's the standby queue. The Fast Pass entrance is right in the middle of that. If we had Fast Pass, they're going to cross each other. There's going to be 0 physical distancing happening. Like the little physical distancing we're being called out on right now, there's going to be even less. We just can't support it right now. I really wish we could. I mean, I don't actually wish we could, but like for the sake of those that feel like they need it so badly that they are coming up and asking to pay for it, I wish we could.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
But yeah, the thing is, but yeah, I think you are right. I think they really wore it out. I really do. So, but let's move on.
It snowed here today.
I heard.
It's not a good thing, Heaven.
So cold. It's like 34 degrees.
Okay. Are you
All
sure it wasn't just an April Fool's joke?
That's what I said. I'm like, this is the most horrible April Fool's joke anybody's ever pulled.
I saw one today. It was that Disney is getting rid of all their plastic silverware.
Oh.
You have to bring your own, or you have to pay an 88-cent upcharge to use their metal silverware. And they said at the festivals, for those who want to be more eco-friendly, they'll do away with the plate completely. You just walk up and say, I got this, and they'll put it in your hands.
All right. Classic Disney World character Orange Bird quietly gains popularity.
Quietly?
That's what it says. Orange Bird is red hot, the cartoon character created for Florida citrus growers as Walt Disney World prepared to open, maintains a legion of fans more than 50 years after his debut. Disney does not make it hard to show devotion to the little guy. The company sells many Orange Bird products, from trendy tie-dye spirit jerseys to dolls, frilly dresses, kitchenware, and bright, fuzzy orange mouse ear headbands. So it says the cuteness factor is at play. His head is merely an orange with big eyes with leaves for hair, wings, and tails. His little body is yellow, orange, and pudgy. He's round. He's retro. Some devotees have emotional connections to the bird, playing off theme park nostalgia and the very fact that he remains silent. Not a chirp. If he concentrates hard enough, his thoughts appear in a cloud of orange smoke, or so the story goes. So I think that's what they meant by silent, is that he doesn't speak.
Maybe.
So,
don't appear in a little cloud. People would not like it.
So do you feel like Orange Bird is gaining more popularity than what he had before?
I mean, no, I feel like
There's
he's
a
been
lot of
popular
stuff.
for a while.
Right. Well, I mean, I do too, but I mean, has there been any kind of surge? Have you noticed any kind of surge? I mean, I'd really like to have that Orange Bird sipper. I know that.
I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get that for the next couple of years. They serve it every year.
They don't change it up. It's the exact same thing every year. Yeah. I don't know. Aunt Sheila seems to really like Orange Bird.
She does. She wants the dress.
She
I
got
thought
it.
she had a dress.
She might. I don't know. She told me to get her the Orange Bird dress.
She had one on when you guys rode the Skyliner.
The Orange Bird one?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it was blue and then it had Orange Bird all over it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I could have swore she told me I needed to get her that dress.
Maybe she meant you
She
need
said
to
if
get.
you
Maybe
no,
she meant
she
you
said
need
if
to
you
get a dress.
see
So
that
you,
she said if you see that at Cast Connections again, you need to get it for me and let me know. I'll pay you.
I don't know. I know.
Said that's
I'm
okay.
pretty sure she had one on, but yeah. I mean, Orange Bird's been probably there at Walt Disney World ever since Walt Disney World opened up, and isn't he pretty prominent there? Is it at where is it? They're in Adventureland at the is it Aloha Isles or no, not Aloha Isles.
No,
It's
it's
the,
Citrus Swirl,
yeah,
not
yeah.
Citrus Swirl. I don't know
Okay.
what it's called. Sunshine
Yeah,
Terrace.
yeah. Sunshine Terrace, yes. So that's kind of like the Orange Bird's home right there at Magic Kingdom. But that's where I've always remembered him from and everything like that. I don't know. Has he always been like a mascot for orange growers in Florida, or was it something that Disney World put together, or I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess it'd be interesting to find out the history of Orange Bird. I'm sure there is some kind of history about him. But
Probably.
he's kind of like one of those iconic characters that you only see, there at Walt Disney World. You have Orange Bird, you have Figment. You don't ever see them outside of those areas.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's take another look. What else do we got?
And Spike. Spike's
Oh yeah,
there.
Spike. Yes, you are correct. So, okay, here we go. This was news from yesterday, but Walt Disney World just took a major step towards ending magic bands. Of course, they're talking about being able to putting everything in your iPhone wallet and using your I don't have my Apple Watch on right now, but you can use your Apple Watch like a magic band now. But since the opening Epcot almost 40 years ago, what's that?
I haven't shown it on the phone.
But RFID chips on it, so it's basically talking about it.
What is
About today,
That's my
Disney.
park ticket.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can put
Today,
your park ticket on your phone and your Apple Watch.
yeah. Today, Disney announced that the first phase of Magic Mobile has officially begun, which will give your cell phone or other smart device the same abilities as Magic Bands. Today's launch only gives this ability to iPhone and Apple Watches, but the ability will be rolled out to other smart devices soon. Now guests can set up a special Magic Mobile Pass in their Apple Watch, which will give users the ability to enter the park with a valid ticket, unlock the door of the resort room, connect their photo pass, and access the virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance. The ability to charge purchases to your Walt Disney World Resort room is not currently available, but will be added later. I was able to use the ability to unlock my hotel room door with my phone during a recent trip to Walt Disney World. However, at that point, you had to access the My Disney Experience app to get that functionality. With the new Magic Mobile, the system works like using Apple Pay or similar systems where you don't actually need to even unlock your phone. Simply move your phone close to the appropriate sensor and it all works. So while Magic Bands certainly still work, and the official announcements from Disney on Magic Mobile was sure to point out that the resorts hasn't given up on them yet, the decision to let guests use their smart devices instead of a Magic Band follows on the decision to no longer give Magic Bands to resort guests for free. So I don't see them getting rid of Magic Bands completely.
As of right now, they're not. This is just an addition.
Right. But because they've become so collectible, you know what I mean?
Well, much like that they didn't phase out the actual plastic card ticket, they're not phasing out Magic Bands. It's just an addition. They're giving guests the option of what they want to use. Yeah, I read that.
Okay.
Which is super cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, go ahead, Margie.
No, I'm Heaven.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought, but you guys sound so much alike anymore. It's gonna, but
be patient with cast members if you're using it anytime within the next couple of weeks, as some of our devices aren't prepared to do it, and some of them are still learning about it. But the touch points are very much prepared or like already set up. We're just, they're trying to get all of those devices set up to do it as well. Android should be coming soon.
I think probably one of the reasons why Apple is because I think doesn't Disney and Apple have some kind of partnership or
I don't know. I don't know anything about who they partner with.
I don't know. I just know this, that people are always saying that you cannot find a case for your Android phone hardly anywhere except for unless you go to DTech. And yeah,
that's weird.
Most of the places are always mostly iPhone.
Bless you. We've seen them.
Thank you.
But they also eventually it'll happen. It's all a new process. And we're still learning about it too. But you should be able to just walk up and do it. You don't the only thing that's weird is if you have all of your family's tickets and you're the person scanning all of them, if you have them all on your phone, that one's the one that you gotta take your time and swipe and click buttons and swipe and click buttons and
yeah.
But I got to learn all about it because I had to train it, and then I didn't train it.
All right. So I mean,
it's super cool. I'm very excited for it. I was very excited when I heard about it, and then someone came up to me with it the other day, and I got really excited when they had it, and I was like, I don't even know if we can do this yet. And they said, yeah, it started today. And I said, oh, okay, we can do this now. And then it didn't work on my device, and I was like, let's go up to these fast pass touch points, and it worked there. It was so cool.
Awesome. All right.
I can't get mine on my watch right now because I don't know, I think I need to update my watch.
Yeah, I think I just updated mine just like maybe a week ago.
Mine says I don't have enough room. It's rude.
Says, wish I could find cases somewhere or that they had them on Shop Disney. I can't find one for my Samsung anywhere. See, yeah, but if you go to if you can't find them anywhere, especially if you're at Disney World, one of the best places to go is to go to DTech. Because even if you find a design and you can't find it for your phone, then you just go over and you can actually create it or have it made So I think Margie, isn't that what we had to do with for you? There was like a design you liked,
Mhm.
but they didn't have it to buy, so you just went over and had it made.
Mhm.
So that's what's neat about D-Tech. And D-Tech, I think I know D-Tech at Magic Kingdom is over there beside, right there as you come out of Space Mountain. They have a D-Tech at Disney Springs. And then I don't know about the other. You figure there'd be a D-Tech at Epcot somewhere, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know where.
Yeah, but yeah. So usually, if you can't find something for your phone, they usually can make it. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna cost the same. It might cost a little bit more, but you can definitely get the case you want if that's what you're wanting.
I'm pretty sure it costs the same.
Does it?
I think so.
So,
I think mine did.
but yeah, yours did.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I'm pretty sure it does.
here's a question for you. What restaurant is the most booked at Disney Springs?
At Disney Springs?
Yes.
The boathouse.
You think it's the Boathouse?
There's another one, but I can't remember the name of it.
Paddlefish?
What was it?
Paddlefish?
Yeah.
Actually, there was a tweet.
No, I'm gonna go with Rainforest Cafe.
We are excited to
Or-
announce that we have recently been awarded the most booked Disney Choice Award on Open Table. Thank you for continuing to choose our dining experience when you visit. Morimoto, Asia.
Oh, wow.
Oh. I hear people talking. Is it called Raglan Road or something?
Raglan Road, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
So right
people
now-
talk about that a lot.
It says,
didn't enjoy
if
it there.
Asian food isn't for you, then you should consider many of the other great locations at Disney Springs. Some others favorites include Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. I'd like to try that.
I've been there
Paddlefish.
once.
Chef Art Smith's Homecoming. The
I heard
Boathouse.
that's really good.
Raglan Road Irish Pub and Restaurant, and Wine Bar George.
That's where my roommate works.
So,
Oh, really?
does anybody understand the Jack Lindsay's Hangar Bar?
Yeah, it's Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jock
cool.
Lindsay. Jock Lindsay, if you remember,
He's the
Raiders of the
pilot
Lost Ark.
from
He's the pilot. Yeah, he's the one who has the snake Reggie, and that's when you find out Indy's afraid of snakes.
Mom
What's that?
is gone.
She left us. She got so angry about not knowing that that's
Yeah,
Indiana
well, maybe
Jones.
she should be caught up on her history.
She should. What'd you leave for?
Oh,
I
welcome
had a phone
back.
call.
Oh, you had a
I
phone
thought it
call.
was the doctor's office.
We're so sorry that you didn't know all of that stuff about the hangar bar.
Guess what? I still don't know anything about it.
Jock Lindsay, you remember Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yes.
Jock Lindsay is the pilot
Mm-hmm.
that
Of the plane that they're
the
escaping
beginning-
on.
that
Mhm.
they're escaping on at the beginning. He's the one who owns the snake Reggie.
Mhm.
That's when we find out Indy's scared of snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's named after him. So it's an Indiana Jones bar.
Up.
It's
He said,
Haley.
"What's up? What it do? What it do?"
I didn't say it was up. I said sup.
Sorry, she said sup. What it do, baby?
So I've got one more last piece of news we can cover,
Who are
since
you
that one didn't
people?
seem to take long. And this one is Disney quietly reopens Animal Kingdom attraction.
They must be talking about us. They
must be
must be really talking about
What?
us. She muted her mic and then she completely took us off. They were saying really bad things about us.
That was I was saying bad things about him because I muted it and
Turned off the camera.
The cabinet should
Yeah,
be.
she talks bad about you all the time.
It's
Did you
crazy.
tell did you tell Heaven about your sister's April Fools?
Oh, everybody will get a kick out of this.
The brown cabinet?
Yeah.
Tell her what Cheryl did.
So you're at Cheryl today. Decided she's going to play April Fool's joke on everybody. So I get this text message this morning. It says, "Hey, good morning, guys. I have some good news, bad news, depending on who you talk to. Bobby's has to go to North Carolina for work. They want him to transfer there for a couple years, and he's going to go check it out. And if he feels it's a good fit, he's going to go, and then I'm going to follow after Chloe's king say." I was like, "Oh, okay, well, if it's better for your family, then by all means go, you know?" And so a couple of the girls fell for it or didn't fall for it. One did. Chloe comes home from school and she's talking to her mom about it, and Cheryl says, "Oh yeah, happy April Fool's Day." And Chloe says, "Oh my gosh, you did not, Mom. I told the whole tennis team." So wait, it gets better. It gets better.
Guess who's on the tennis team?
Ian's girlfriend, and
Oh.
So she's in
about
tears.
in tears. And guess where her dad works?
With Uncle
And
so your
and
Aunt
they sound
Cheryl's
like-
telling Ian, call her and tell her it's a joke before she says something to her dad. And he goes, "Oh, he's on a business trip."
Oh, Lord.
And then she sent Haley this letter telling Haley that she's her secret pal, and that she's so glad that they have the relationship they do, and they never intend to hurt each other's feelings intentionally. They just play around, and joke back and forth. And
Aunt
I'm
Cheryl
so
wrote this?
yeah, and she told Haley how she was so glad that she's her secret pal, and she had to read that first, and then you open the card and it says, "Happy April Fool's Day," and then she wrote, "Bwahahaha."
Oh my gosh.
It was great.
Hear me?
All right. So Disney quietly reopens Animal Kingdom attraction. What do you think it is, Evan?
Quietly
Oh, I know what it is.
reopens.
It wasn't quietly. The
Right
one I
now,
read
if
said
we
was
take a look at
secretly.
all the refurbishments that are going on at the Walt Disney World Resort, the majority are occurring at Magic Kingdom. At Magic Kingdom? Okay.
Yeah.
But there has been
Yeah.
one attraction at Disney's Animal Kingdom that has been under refurbishment for quite some time. Cali River Rapids is a water attraction at Animal Kingdom that shut down during the winter months for maintenance and was set to reopen on April 2nd. Now it seems that the attraction's reopened a little sooner than scheduled and is currently allowing guests to get soaked during the spring break heat. As we can see, so Cali River Rapids. It's
Really not what I thought you were going to go with. And I was like, man, I think I made the wrong decision on my choices where to go next. Because I really thought it was going to be Primeval World.
So the interesting thing about the attraction opening back up is that Cali River Rapids is still noted as under refurbishment on the Disney World refurbishment calendar, and wait times are not posted on My Disney Experience. So this means that if guests are at Animal Kingdom over the next few days, they will get to experience a surprise. Unless they read this.
Unless they've
Mom.
heard you say it.
Candy Mom said she's going to be at Homecoming on Tuesday. Have you been there before?
Who? Candy Mom or
Candy
me?
Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia. Oh, Chris, don't get Heaven started on Gideon's.
Yeah, I wanted to go there today. They got new
I want to
cookie.
go there just one time.
Listen to what their new cookie is. It's
The new cookie.
It's not a new cookie, it's the April cookie. And they've never used it at any of their shops before. It's orange pecan chocolate chip.
Ew.
What are you Ewing.
She says yes.
Yes, I saw that.
That's where
That
I
doesn't even
ate
sound
with
good.
Kelly for the first
It's
time.
okay. It is vanilla bean cookie dough fused with orange and mixed with dark chocolate. And then to give it some crunch, it's covered in delightful South Florida pecan pralines and candied orange peels.
I don't know if I would like that.
Well, good thing you won't be here in April.
Yeah,
I
yes,
guess
that
so.
that is true. That is true, Candy Mom. Yeah, they
They do
actually,
the East End Market.
yeah, they had it before they had it at Disney Springs. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but since they've opened up in Disney Springs, Heaven has a hard time not going there.
I have not been there in 3 weeks. I don't know what you're talking about. Literally, the last time I was there was, I'm pretty sure it was March 3rd.
March 3rd.
It was. I've not been there in a month. What's the problem?
I don't know. It seems like you're always saying you're going there.
I've not been there in a month.
That's all I'm saying. It always
You
seems
only-
like you're going there.
You only go when you get wishables, right?
Well, I didn't in February. In February, I went a lot.
So next Wednesday is Wednesday wishables.
Wishables Wednesday.
Wishable
Ooh.
Wednesday.
Do we know what they are yet?
No.
No, we don't know what they are.
Mm.
Stay tuned.
Has there been anybody who has any idea?
Not that I know.
It's been a long day.
A long day.
I stayed up until 3 a.m. reading a book.
The Year Without a People Mover. The story so far at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. I mean, we went a year, all right? That's not really that big compared to Disneyland.
That's true.
You
Did
know
they
how-
expect to bring theirs back though?
I know there's been petitions wanting them to bring it back, but I think they would have to go through and do that whole entire ride over, because from what I understand that what was it that they had up there, some kind of dragster that they changed it to, really did damage to the structure because it wasn't meant to handle something like that. So
I love when I'm on the Disney Addicts page and I see people saying I got recalled to work.
Strawberry.
It just makes my day.
So Kelly calls Candy Mom. That's why I call her my mac and cheese, and Kelly calls Candy Mom her strawberry moonshine. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, really, people should think about that. It's like, oh no, a whole year without the people mover. People who's never been to Walt Disney World that goes to Disneyland have been without a people mover for I don't know how long, decades. So
Well, that's one of my favorite things too. My favorite thing is one of the tour guides came up to me one day and I went to put them on and he said, "Hey, can I tell you something?" I said, "Sure." And he said, "Today is my second day back." And I cried a little.
It just, I don't know, when I see them on there and you can just tell how happy they are. It just, I don't know, it just warms my heart to know that they love their job so much that they couldn't, like, I don't know. It's just,
when we found out about all of this, people made like a kind of distasteful picture. And it was like cast members pixelating away, and it said that Thanos snapped.
oh wow.
But we said that we're gearing up for the 50th, and the snap has been reversed, and now we're watching everybody come back. And
there you go.
I like that one a little bit better.
There's also, I don't know how many people in the chat are on the like Disney Addict page, but there's a cast member who writes about things that happen to them during the day. Did you happen to see the one yesterday about the little boy and the duck?
No.
Oh my gosh. So a cast member is standing there and they're getting in line, and I forget for what ride, but a duck walked in front of them, and the little boy in an angry voice says, "Hey, you can't cut the line." They said he was like 6 years old, and all in all, the dad said, um, well, the cast member said, "Oh, he's a duck. He gets to take the fast pass." And the little boy's like, "What's that?" And they started making the duck jokes, and his dad said something about, or the guy said, "You're raising him right," or something, and he's like, "Oh, he'll get there once he gets his ducks in a row." And I don't know, you'll have to see if you can find it because it was just so cute. All over a duck crossing in front of
We
him.
had baby ducks at work, but then kids started chasing them, so the mama moved them.
Leave those ducks alone.
And that was
Wow.
like the only serotonin I got every day. I would go and look at the ducks. I'd have to like, but I'd look at them and I'd be so happy.
I think they ought to make them wear masks.
The ducks!
Hmm.
Oh, I love them so much. I wish I knew where they went. I want to know they're okay. One little boy did ask me the other day. He said, what would happen if a bigger animal, like an alligator?" And his mom was like, "We went and saw the alligators yesterday." And he's like, what if it would attack one of the babies?" And I said, "Well, it would probably kill the baby and the mama would be sad, but that's why she has 10 other ducklings and she would get over it." It felt so bad, but it's the truth. That's what would happen, and you know it. Why are you making a face? Like,
Terrible.
but it's the truth, and you know it. That's why there are 10 other ducklings. Like, it's sad, but it's nature and it's the circle of life.
So you're saying if Haley was eaten up by an alligator, we'd get over it because we already have another daughter? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's different. We've outcome those animal instincts.
No.
Have I told you about him yet?
What?
I can't put my shoes on in the morning. I either have to put them on while he's outside or wait until I'm ready to leave in the morning to put my shoes on.
Why is that?
Because he has realized that when my shoes are put on, it's time for him to have a cookie to go back to bed.
Funny. The cats like to play with our shoestrings. So Kiana has spoiled them, so she'll throw her shoestrings around a little bit before she ties her shoes, and they'll play with them. So anytime I go to tie my shoes, both cats are sitting there next to me like, "Hey, you get to play?" I'm like, "No, I'm tying my freaking shoes, man."
All right. So that's going to do it for this week. I will be on. I'm not for sure what time it is tonight, whether it's at 9:30 or 10:30. But on Gonsto's channel, we'll be doing Throwback Thursday. And we are doing trivia questions on Disney's National Treasure. Now, and able to get those trivia questions, I have to write them. Normally, I have them wrote by now, but I actually have to go watch the movie and write the trivia questions right after we get off of here because I have not done it yet. So
Procrastinator.
I didn't really procrastinate. I was just busy doing other things this week. I had to put together a new chair, Heaven. Margie.
What?
Are
But
you
other
tattling on me right now?
no. I got a new chair, Heaven.
Okay. Great, Dad. Happy for you.
I had to. You know why? Because the arm fell off of it. The arm.
You lean too much.
Oh my gosh, that's what everybody says. I hardly ever lean. I thought it just came unscrewed, but it was the plastic broke on it.
Yeah,
But
you're leaning too much.
I'm not leaning right now. But if I ever feel like I miss it, I can put the arm up, so then I can. So it feels like I'm actually in the old chair. Oh. But anyhow, that's gonna do it for this week. Thanks everybody in the chat for coming in. We completely appreciate your support. I would go through it, but as you can hear, I'm getting a phone call. And I hope to catch you next week. Come see us on Gonjo's channel at Throwback Thursday so we can play trivia on National Treasure. We'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.